Peace, 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 love, light, and healing. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. Climb on. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? I want to talk about the importance of vital minerals. Vital minerals, or what they call vitamins, which there is no such thing as a vitamin. It's called a vital mineral because minerals are very, very vital, vitally important when it comes to this biological tool or instrument that we call the human vehicle or the human body. So y'all climb on in. Peace, peace, peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses. How y'all feeling? Peace, love, light, and healing. How y'all feeling, man? I just got done grounding out. Let me find somewhere I can get some good connection at. Hold on. Maybe right here. Yeah, I just had some amazing breath work, y'all. Amazing breath work. I might have to climb out and climb back in. I don't know why it ain't giving me no. Let me see if I could just sit in the grass. Would that make it better? Do that make it better? Yep, there we go. Man, I just had the most amazing breath work experience in my life, y'all. I was doing DMT meditations where, you know, your breaths are very long, but they fast, bringing a lot of oxygen molecules to my brain, particularly my frontal lobe and my cerebral cortex, man. And I had some amazing visions, y'all, just by breathing deeply and doing the DMT work, doing that breath work. So, tomorrow I'm gonna show y'all how to do that. I'm gonna demonstrate it out here in the grass and show y'all how to get that amazing breath work, them breathing techniques in, where you can start visualizing your future better. You can really start prophesying your own future and manifesting your own dreams or whatever you want to manifest in your life. You'll be able to do that through visualizing it and particularly like breath work. You know what I'm saying? And the more and more you study it, it's like summoning the Holy Spirit or the Spirit, the Prima, the Holy Ghost, whatever y'all want to call it, tomato, but through your breath, because breath is very, very vital, because breath contains oxygen, and oxygen is what the blood needs and is what the lungs need to keep the body alive. And oxygen actually turns into carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide is what we need for our glucose factor to fire off something called ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate. And that's what each individual cell need inside of your body to actually fuel for energy. So breath is very, very important. And speaking about breath, in order to even have this breath, you have to have a vital mineral inside of your body called iron phosphate. Y'all been following me for a minute. I see a lot of y'all have been learning very quickly. So I say, look, y'all ready to graduate today? If y'all ready to graduate today, put it in the comments board. Say I'm ready to graduate. And then we're going to take it a step higher when it comes to healing. We're going to take it a step higher when it comes to health and how you truly, truly understand holistic healing. So if y'all ready to graduate today and learn something new today, go ahead and say I'm ready to graduate. Say I'm ready to graduate. And what we're going to do is we finna start changing terminologies, because I've been teaching y'all a certain terminology for y'all will be able to identify with certain words. For instance, I say immune system. Well, there is no such thing as an immune system. But since y'all are ready to graduate today, I will explain why. For another thing, I say proteins a lot. There's no such thing as proteins. But since y'all are ready to graduate today, I will show y'all why. Vitamins. There is no such thing as vitamins. But since y'all ready to graduate today, I will tell you why. So the reason why I say melanin, which there is no such thing. The reason why I say black, there is no such thing. The reason why I say immune system, even though there is no such thing. The reason why I say vitamins, even though there is no such thing, is because that's how y'all learned from the allopathic community. That's how y'all learned and basically was programmed and taught by society. So I have to teach y'all in a certain way or be strategic in a certain way. That way y'all can identify with what I'm talking about. But since y'all been following me, since y'all been listening, since y'all been growing, now we can start redefining our vocabulary and we can start talking about things in their real sense and using the real words for them. And we don't have to identify with these false words or with these false narratives that they've been teaching us. All right. So whenever you hear the word vitamin, they're talking about vital minerals. OK, vital minerals. All right, there is no such thing as a protein. The only thing that is close to a protein is something that's called a complex amino acid structure. So let me break this down for y'all. So when you get into minerals, the body need minerals because the body is made of minerals, and the body need minerals to function. These are vital to the body. That's why it's called a vitamin or a vital mineral, right? Same thing as melanin. There's no such thing as melanin. That is a made up word. The body is made of carbon. Carbon, melanin, and sugar are all the same things. They're all the same things. So the big debate between Dr. Layla Africa, who said melanin, and Dr. Sabi, who said carbon, they were talking about the same substance. But in chemistry, if you cannot count the electrons per atom, if you cannot count the electrons per atom, it don't exist. You cannot count the electrons per atoms when it comes to a protein because proteins does not exist. But you can count the electrons per atom when it comes to carbon. You see that? So when we gave carbon a nickname, we started calling it melanin, or we started calling it black. But there's no such thing as black, and there's no such thing as melanin. It is all talking about carbon, just the same thing as proteins. If proteins truly exist, we should be able to get a protein out and count the amount of electrons per atom. But you can't do that because there's no such thing as protein. But you can do that to a complex amino acid structure. So for now on, we're going to call proteins complex amino acid structures because that's what it is. For now on, we're going to call melanin carbon because that's what that is. And the same thing with a vitamin. You cannot show me a vitamin in the body. It don't exist. We will have to get a vitamin, and we will have to count the amount of electrons per atom. You can't show me that, but guess what? You can do that with a vital mineral. You can pick out a vital mineral, and you can count the electricity, the protons, the electrons, and the neutrons inside of it. So we will no longer call it vitamins. You see that? But we will call it vital minerals. Same thing for cholesterol. There's no such thing as the word cholesterol. Guess what the cholesterol is? Cholesterol is your lipid-based system. Now, I have been teaching y'all this. Cholesterol is your lipid-based system. It is a part of your mucosa membrane. This is called the lymphatic system. Same thing with the immune system. Show me immunity. You can be healthy as all get out, but if you get on top of this roof and you jump down, your body will not be immune to the fall. You would die from hitting the ground. So the immune system doesn't exist. What exists is the great lymphatic system. That's what deals with your T cells. That's what deals with your B cells, your lymphocytes, your magnocytes, your neutrophils, your monocytes, your monofields. That's what deals to these blastophils, your blastocytes, your white blood cell count, your phagocytes. You see that? All the different bifidum bacteria, the lactobacillus bacteria, things that go inside of the body and actually defends the body. That is the lymphatic system. I have never seen the immune system in the body. And I study physiology. We study cells, and I study the body very, very, very studiously. I've never in my life seen an immune system. So if we would say that the immune system do exist, it will only exist inside of the lymphatic system. So we're going to call it the lymphatic system for now on. For now on, we're going to call your cholesterol the mucosa membrane. For now on, we're going to call your vitamins vital minerals. For now on, we're going to call your melanin, we're going to call it what it is, which is carbon. You see that? It's time to start changing our vocabulary since we are learning. The more and more you learn and the more you're remembering, you have to grow and you have to change to match that shift in consciousness. So now we have to start changing our vocabulary. All right, now let's talk about how important vital minerals is. Notice the root word of it is vital, meaning it is very, very vital for your vitality. The reason why is because you need it for electricity because the body is electric. This is the electrical avatar, a electrical vehicle, or what we will call electrical instrument. And this is how we use our consciousness to project through this vehicle to fulfill reality or any of our pleasures and desires here in this matrix or this holographic universe, right? So your body is electric. When the brain is made up of carbon and copper and gold. You see that? That is minerals. These are vital minerals that the brain is made up off of. You see that? The bone structure is made up of calcium. You see that? Your cellular tissue is made up of potassium and magnesium monophosphates. Your blood is made up of iron. You see that? Your connective tissue, which is how your skin even stick together, this is created by silica. Your sperm in a woman's eggs is produced by zinc. Everything inside of your body is electric. Everything inside of your body is made off of minerals. Now, this is where you get these words, like these bullshit words that they call enzymes. Enzymes don't exist, y'all. I know y'all hear me speaking about it a lot because that's the way that y'all can identify from it. But now this is graduation time. I can teach y'all this in its pure truth without watering it down, and y'all can get it because y'all have been elevating and y'all have been expanding y'all consciousness along this journey. There's no such thing as an enzymic reaction. There's no such thing as a hormonal reaction. Hormones and enzymes are the functioning of minerals. You see that? Let me say that again. Hormones and enzymes are the functioning of minerals. Biochemistry, biology, it means to study Kemet. Kemet means to be black. Kemet means to be carbon-based. So whenever you hear chemistry, that means to study the carbon of the black man. Whenever they study the carbon of you, the functioning of your carbon make different types of isolates or isolates. When your carbon and your minerals come together and they bind a chemical reaction, these reactions they call enzymes. These reactions they call hormones. These reactions they call metabolisms. These reactions they call all these different words when it's really just the minerals that's already inside of your body processing and doing certain works to keep your electrical vehicle functioning. You see that? It's a total difference, y'all. And the reason why I'm teaching y'all this because I don't want to be 5 years from now still teaching y'all elementary language or still teaching y'all elementary vocabularies that really don't even mean nothing or don't have any substance from it. Like, for instance, when you get into the word vital mineral, that is a Hebrew, Hebraic, Phoenician phonic word. Men means from, or means light, all means from above. So mineral or min or all literally means from the light above, meaning your minerals or your trace minerals, your electrolytes or your electrons come from the sun. S-U-N, S-O-O-N, whichever one we want to do, tomato, showing you that all of your life force energy come through photosynthesis by way of the sun through the plants. And then when the plants actually hits that sun and convert from its chloroplasts, or what you would call carbon of a plant, chloroplasts, or what they call melanin of a plant, is still carbon constituents. What happens is this: the carbon, the plant then breathes out oxygen and takes in carbon dioxide. Through that, the villi fingers of the plant go through its iontrophorophysis, and it takes all the minerals from the crust of the earth and it converts them into phosphates. That way the body can be ready to process these vital minerals once it comes into the body. You see that? The body is all about minerals. The body's functioning is about processing minerals. Your emotions is all about how the body actually flow with the minerals. Everything that you go through, every thought process, whether it's sex, whether it's emotion, whether it's anger, whether it's all these different things, whether it's melanin neurotransmitters, these are all functioning by vital minerals that's in the body. And that shows you that 99% of all of our diseases is mineral deficiency. Let me get my connection back. We are lacking minerals, y'all. That's all this is. The lacking or the deprivation of minerals. Because guess what? Without vital minerals, you will not have oxygen. You see that? Without vital minerals, you will not have oxygen. Because in order to have oxygen inside of the bloodstream, you need iron phosphate. Without iron phosphate, you will not have vital minerals whatsoever. You see that? Without hormones being exchanged, without hormones being exchanged, you would not have minerals. Minerals is what makes your hormones exchange inside of your body. You see that? If you look at the thyroid actually regulates your calcium through parathyroxine and parathyroid. That's how you feel happy. You see that? If you look at the way iron phosphate is utilized, that is utilized by the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands is in control of the utilization of hormones, of steroids, of corticosteroids, of sugars. So you telling me that the adrenal glands actually is in control of hormones, but the hormones is in control of utilizing is the actual functioning of the minerals that is already in my body. You can't show me a function. You can't show me no functionality in the body that doesn't require a mineral. Then what they do is they want to lie to you. They'll take the word vital mineral out or vitamin out, and then they'll give you words like enzymic reactions. They give you words like enzymes. They give you words like hormones or hormones imbalance. The whole time they're talking about the vital minerals that come from the sun that your body needs because it's vital to your existence because you are a carbon copy copper gold electrical conductivity being walking around in this reality. This is your vehicle, y'all, and you need electricity. Just like anything that's electrical needs a battery, or it needs something to be plugged into. That's the same thing with you. Well, you are a self-charging mineral. Guess how you self-charge? You charge with the minerals that's in your body by grinding out through the electrical magnetic grid of the earth, or by sitting down and letting the sun beam down on you. And what it does, it converts your mucosal membrane over into vitamin D3. Look, vitamin mineral D3, because all these processes in the body takes minerals. You can't show me a disease. You can't show me a dis-ease which the body is at disease, because we don't believe in the bullshit terminology disease too. Only reason why we believe in disease if the body is not in homeostasis, or the body is out of balance and now it's not at ease. We don't believe in dis-ease like cancer. We don't believe in dis-ease like diabetes and sickle cell anemia and leukemia. All of these are the lack of oxygen, the lack of carbon, and the lack of minerals. That's all dis-ease is. It's the imbalance because you don't have minerals to sustain the body or the vehicle to keep up the electrical magnetic grid that is already within self. You see that? I hope y'all truly getting what I'm saying here. So we have to be equipped enough to be able, when we get in front of the doctors or we get in front of people that's in the allopathic community, to speak their lingo and to speak the lingo I'm speaking to y'all. I have not said anything different from what I've been teaching y'all for the last 10 years. I've been saying the same thing. Now I'm just using more of a clear crystal terminology, and we putting away all the scientific jargon. And that way, because look, half of y'all didn't even know what this stuff mean anyway. You see that? You see that half of y'all didn't even know what this stuff mean anyway. Somebody said, or all 102 minerals in urine. No, it's not. No, it's not. And that's the thing about protein, or what we're going to call complex amino acid structures. When the animals eat the plants and then you eat the animals, you are using to utilize vital minerals that the animals have ate from the plants. So now when you eat these things, you're not even eating the minerals in its form. You're using it when it's been processed. You're using it is so-called enzymic reactions. You're using it when it's already been utilized by the animal's adrenal glands. And that's why you call it stress meat, because the adrenal glands of the animals have already utilized the vital minerals that they ate from the plants. You then eat the animal and you're getting second source minerals that have already been processed, meaning that it's going to have acidic waste at the end, because friction and heat and electricity had to heat up the minerals for it to go through its metabolic process. So that's what you urinating out. You're urinating out the byproduct of an animal. Then your body go through the same process of trying to utilize the minerals. Then you urinate that out. So that is going through two utilization process. You don't get nothing from that. You're not getting anything from that. And that's how you know urine therapy is just one of the most stupidest ideas I ever heard in my life, to drink your own urine to get all of the electrolytes out of your urine. These electrolytes have become metabolic, or what we're going to call processed waste, because the minerals had already been used when it was inside of your body. And not alone that, if you do eat meat or dairy products, if you do eat meat or dairy products and stuff like that, it was already utilized by the animal. It was already utilized by the animal. So what good is them minerals going to do to you anyways? It's not going to be any type of beneficial to the body. And that's the reason why we have to get out of this protein myth. There's no such thing as protein. Proteins is complex amino acid structures that is made of amino acids and that is made of already bile salt utilized minerals. Because another reason why you need zinc. Zinc is not only in the life force, and zinc is not only in the sperm, but zinc act like the fingers or the glue to the cells of the body. It sticks the amino acid structures together. You see that? And the only way zinc and copper and gold can do that is by being converted into a salt. All of your vital minerals that come into your body, the body uses electricity to convert these minerals into salt. And that's what they call an enzymic reaction. That is just the functioning of electricity when minerals come into the body. That functioning, they're going to say, well, it goes through a metabolic process. It goes through an enzymic reaction. You need enzymes and this and that. No, that's not really what's happening there. What's happening is electricity and water and carbon is mixing with the minerals that you're putting in your body, and then these things get converted over into another substance or a charged ion that we're going to call cationic or bile salts. These salts then, they go between the different amino acid structures and the deoxyribose nucleic acid, and they stick all these things together, and this is what you call a full structured DNA molecule, or a full double helix structure. See that? The minerals act as a glue. The sugars is the phosphate. These are the backbones to the DNA. The amino acids is the histones, or what you're going to call the instructions. You put all these things together, that is a DNA or RNA structure, and that's what makes up your cells. Your cells then make up organs. These organs make up systems, and these systems make up a full-grown human carbon copy being. That's how it works. So we have to get out of the ideology of all of these words, and that's the reason why I'm telling y'all about this now. That way, when I start changing my lingo and speaking that real, because y'all done graduated from the real, now it's time to get to the real. See, there's going to always be a higher truth. We would never stop learning. I would never stop learning. There will always be a higher letter. And you know, and I'm probably 12 steps ahead of a lot of people, but I'm catching y'all up. So this is just one step towards, you know, getting rid of that first letter. Then it's another letter, because as long as you breathing and as long as you living and existing, there's going to be always things to experience and learn. And through experiencing come new lessons. Nobody knows it all. Nobody will never know it all. You don't know it all until you graduate from all different planetary systems. And we only been on planet Earth, y'all. You still got the houses of many mansions to go through. You still got a whole bunch of different planetary systems and constellations that you got to go through and learn. Straight up, whether y'all believe in that or not. These are just the facts. This is a lesson. That's why you think it's called a unit. Why you think this is called a unit? Let's see if that's better. Maybe that's better. There we go. But why you think this is called a universe, and then they call colleges where you go learn intellect universities? That's because inside of the universe, you go through different colleges or universities to learn your biosphere, to learn your biology, to learn these bodies. And each different reality, you have a different body to make up the chemistry of whatever atmosphere you in your dream body. In your dream body, notice you don't need oxygen. You don't need all of these different molecules. You start seeing different colors and everything inside of your dream body, because you're in a total different environment and you're in a total different light code spectrum. Things are different in that environment. Just like if you're on Earth and you want to be an astronaut, in order to go out of space, you have to put on an astronaut suit. Why you got to put on that suit? Because that suit is suitable for the environment that you're going in. Same things when you're in your dream body. Same thing when you're in your daydreaming body. Same thing when you're in your meditation form. Same thing when you're in your emotional body. Notice in your emotional body, you do things that you would never do when you're in your actual carbon body. In my emotional body, I probably knock a nigga teeth out their mouth. Because I'm heated. I'm in my emotional body. That's not usually me. I'm usually calm, cool, and collective. But the moment I get in my emotional body, I might do something that's very unpredictable or very unexpected, because I'm in a different body. And then I come back to this body and I be like, dang, I tripped. I snapped out. I got hot-headed. That wasn't me. I usually wouldn't act like that. Dang, Yaki, you wouldn't acting like how Yaki usually act. That's because I have took on a different biological form to match my consciousness. At that point, my consciousness was angry and my consciousness wanted revenge. So I changed my form and I lashed out. You see that you're constantly changing your bodies. Every time you change a thought, you change your body. And this is how you know this is true. Notice somebody that's fat, overweight, that's lazy, that play the game all day, and they constantly eat. Notice their body match their mindset. They got a lazy mindset. They don't never want to work out. They don't never want to do nothing with their lives. They just want to sit around all day, and they emotional eaters. So that's all they do. Notice that their body matches their mindset. But the moment that they get motivated, and the moment that they stop eating so much, and the moment that they start getting active and they start moving their body and they start breathing correctly, notice that their mindset changed. Now, what changed with their mindset? Their body. They start losing weight. They start looking better. Their skin start looking better. They start thinking better. Their hair start growing. They a totally different person because they changed their mind, showing you that your body was created by the mind to match the mind's input or frequency that is putting out in this holographic universe. See that? Body did not create mind. Mind created body. Y'all see that? This is a vehicle. We just drivers. We're projecting through this. And whatever your projection is through this biological body or vehicle or teaching tool or utensil, it's going to match the frequency that you're emitting out to this holographic universe. Straight up. Free your mind and the body will follow. Free your mind and the body will follow. So that's the whole thing, though. Just remember, y'all, everything is about vital minerals, because without the minerals, you would not have any type of electricity being a conduit inside of the body. Period. Now, remember, carbon and copper and gold makes up the brain. All right, calcium makes up the bone. Potassium monophosphate You see that? In magnesium makes up the tissues. Silica makes up the connective tissues. We can keep going. Zinc make up the life force. That's why if you zinc deficiency, most men are sterile. You can't repopulate, or you can't make babies because you lack zinc inside of your semen that has actually been incubated inside of your nutsack, or what we're going to call the testicles. Same thing with the woman. If she lacks zinc and if she lacks magnesium, she can't produce eggs from her ovaries to even conceive or conceptualize. Because we have to realize that inside of life, you're dealing with chemistry. This is all about Kemet. This is all about chemistry, the study of carbon, y'all, the study of the black man, the so-called black man, of what we're going to call carbon. And inside of this spectrum, you're only dealing with two sides of chemistry. And you're dealing with base chemistry, or what they call alkaline, or you're dealing with acidic chemistry, what they call acids. You see that? That's left brain and right brain. Your right brain is alkaline. That's the feminine brain. That's the feminine brain, divine feminine. Your left brain is your logical brain. That's acid. That's divine masculine. Notice men are very, very aggressive when they actually in gamma state, and they not beta mans, because beta mans act very, very feminine, but you can change that through a detox. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be balanced. You're supposed to be divine feminine and divine masculine. You're supposed to be father, mother, mother, father, yin and yang. Here a little, there a little, ma'at, balance. You see that? That's what you're supposed to be. Parasympathetic and sympathetic. Parasympathetic is feminine. Sympathetic is masculine. Well, guess what controls the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system? The divine masculine and the divine feminine. Your adrenal glands and your kidneys by way of minerals, electricity. You see that? Electricity. Electrons. Electrons, guess what? Is very feminine, is very masculine. Electrons, electrolytes. But magnetics is very, very, very feminine. That's why women actually attract the man. Y'all don't know that through pheromones. Women attract the man. Yes, the man go up and say something. The man gonna go up and say, hey, what's up, shorty? How you doing? What's your name? But that was a mental projection by the woman. The woman put them pheromones, that magneticity out there, and then the man was actually pulled towards her, or gravitated towards her by the way of her sound wave frequencies, by the way her butt is shaped, by the way her curves is shaped, by the way her lips is shaped. Anything that resembles the Fibonacci sequence, anything that's on that woman that resembles the golden ratio. If you look at a beautiful Kirby blue black chocolate woman, she resembles the Fibonacci sequence. She resembles the curvature of the earth. She resembles the actual golden ratio. That's why you attracted to her, because the golden ratio and the way that spirit is, that infinite, it reminds you of your divinity within. It reminds you of how eternal you are. So it makes you want to download, and it makes you want to reproduce a carbon copy of yourself. So you become highly sexually attracted to her because she put out that magnet pheromone towards you. So, you know, they say when a man find a wife, he find a good thing. That's true, because you have to be able to hear the call of the woman. You have to be able to hear that magnetic call. And then you have to answer to that call. So literally that is you finding her. But if you don't hear the call, then you ain't finding nothing. You just looking to get your penis wet. And that's something totally different. And that's why men are more attracted to shapely women. And that's why men are more attracted, true men that understand chemistry. They're more attracted to dark tone skin connection, y'all. There we go. I'm gonna sit right here, because it reminds them of infinite. It reminds them of divinity. It reminds them of God. And that's the reason why we are so sexually attractive to women. And when what's crazy is, we have to redefine what sexual energy truly is, because creative energy is sexual energy, y'all. Whether if you go to the studio and you make a rap song, that's sexual energy that you use to make that rap song. If you're an artist and you go paint things, that's sexual energy that you use to paint things. You see that? If you write poetry, that's sexual energy that you use to write poetry, because you're in a creative state. You cannot create any thoughts. You cannot create any babies. You can't create anything without sex. You just think sex means penis and vagina, and it doesn't. Sex is the energy you use to create anything, because anything you create is a part of you, is an ascension of you. So tap into your sexual energy, because without your sexual energy, you cannot even be balanced. The whole thing is not to just be using your penis and vagina when you are utilizing your sexual energy. You can utilize your sexual energy in working out. You can utilize your sexual energy in projecting thoughts, meditation, fighting, because that's how you stay balanced and stay above through sex. Because sex is when Feminine and masculine come together and exchange electrical charge and properties. That is true sex. It's not just humping. It's not just putting your semen inside of a woman. True sex is when feminine and masculine, right brain and left brain, you see that come together and exchange electrons and exchange protons and neutrons and atoms. That is sex. So anytime you're thinking, that's sex. That you're using sexual energy to even think. Anytime you're walking around in your life, you're using sexual energy. The whole thing is we have not been taught these things in school, so we demonize everything, or everything looks crazy to us, or we look down on everything and we don't know nothing. You see that? Because we have to be retaught, or we have to start remembering, because all these things already exist inside of your DNA. It's not called the Akashic Records for no reason. Inside of your DNA exists every event that ever happened, every language that's ever been spoken, the past, the future, the here and now, the present now, or the eternal now that we call the presence. All of these things exist inside of your DNA. You just have to unlock it, but you can't unlock your DNA if you're unbalanced, and you're unbalanced because you don't have the right vital minerals, or you're too acidic on the acid side, on the sympathetic side, and you're not on the parasympathetic side. And you can't be too feminine either, because if you're too feminine, then you start producing a lot of fungus, and you start producing a lot of sugars in the body. But energetic side, you need to be grounded. That's why vegetables matter and herbs matter, because herbs and vegetables ground you out. Because if you're too energetic on fructose all day, and I'm talking about natural fructose that comes from natural fruits, then you're energetic. You can't stay in your body to even, visualize or to experience the desires that you wanted to do in this body. That's how it was when I was on my orange fast. I went on an orange fast. Me and one of my wives, we went to where we was at? We was in Kissimmee, Florida, about 2 to 3 years ago, and I had got a lot of oranges and grapefruits from out there, and I went on a grapefruit and orange fast. Well, it was so energetic, because that's all I was eating, that I was astral projecting every time I had a thought, and I couldn't stay in my body. And I was wondering why I couldn't ground myself out. I was standing on the earth barefooted. I was doing everything trying to bring myself back into my body, because I could be driving and then I astral project, and then I get back in my body and I damn near hit another car or something, because I was so energetic. I was so feminine. So I had to balance myself, and I ended up talking to a colleague of mine, and he was telling me, well, both of them, they was telling me to eat more vegetables. So when I started eating more vegetables, I started grounding myself out, showing you that everything have male and female principles. That's why you have male and female plants. You have male and female minerals. You have male and female mindsets. You have male and female trees. You have male and female. Look, even water can produce itself in a male and a female aspect. Salt water is more of a masculine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's full of salt. That's more of a masculine water. Fresh water is more alkaline. That is literally, that's more feminine. Everything on life have this balance, or this golden ratio, or this Fibonacci sequence, or this left and this right, this up and this down, this plurality or this duality, the total opposite of what you created. That's why you have male and female. You have beautiful, you have ugly, you have light, you have dark, you have up, you have down, you have left, you have right. Everything is bilateral, showing you that to have true health and wholeness and healing, you must be in line with self. That's alignment. That's why we say peace to the gods, peace to the earth. That's alignment. Notice I don't never just peace to gods. I don't never just say peace to y'all and the ancestors. I have to say peace to the earth too, our earthly mother as well. That's why everything have a mother and father. That's the reason why we need black men inside of the households, because the children need balance, and they need to grow up and they need to see balance. They need to see the fathers there. They need to see the mothers there. They need to see the fathers and the mothers being affectionate towards one another. Not no porn star type of stuff and stuff like that. We totally condone that. But then they need to see the black father kiss the lips of a black mother, because they know that this is right. That's balance. They need to see the mother and father meditating and praying together. Y'all need to quit eating in the households in different rooms. If y'all all eating at one time, y'all asses need to be sitting down on the floor together eating, because that's where most of your electrolytes or your electron balance memories come from. That's where true learning come from. True learning come from when you eating. Them one of the best conversations that need to be had. When you eating with your family, always eat with your family. Always eat sitting on the ground, and always eat closest to the sun, and when the sun is the highest in the sky. That is where all the information is truly being downloaded and digested by the electrons inside of the body. You see that? I hope y'all get what I'm saying. Do y'all get what I'm saying? I know Well, yeah, those have been following me for a long time. I used to always speak like this, but I had to dumb it down a little bit for people to start understanding me. But I feel like y'all been catching up lately. So if y'all understand everything that I'm saying, type in some nines. Type in some nines. Type in some nines. I know some people like y'all keep back on that crazy stuff again, and I'm not. It's all true. It just you have to be able to identify with it. All praises, all praises. So yeah, man, the whole point and purpose of this live feed is to truly show you the importance of balancing yourself out, the importance of words or swords if you turn them around. That's called Gamori magic, and we got to be careful about the words we use. So let's no longer identify with melanin. You know, I love melanin. I talk about it a lot, but melanin is carbon, so let's call it carbon, or let's call it the Chi, because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's no longer call it vitamins. Let's call it vital minerals. Let's not no longer call it cholesterol. You know what I'm saying? Let's call it what it is, which is the mucosa membrane. Let's not no longer call it the immune system. Let's call it what it is, the lymphatic defense system. You know what I'm saying? And the more and more we identify with the true origin and the basis of things, the more balanced and the alkaline we be. All right? With that being said, I love y'all. Yeah, let's call it what it is, Terry B. I love y'all. Oh, man, I'm cleansing. I'm on a fresh fruit juice fast. I got mucus coming everywhere. I've been doing a lot of breathing. I've been doing a lot of breathing exercises, just really opening up my chakras, my third eye, letting that pituitary gland produce that prolactin, balancing myself out, communing with the ether world, you know what I'm saying? Connected to the source, you know, talking to Yahweh and just getting these divine downloads and frequencies, man, and these light code frequencies. These downloads be something amazing, y'all. I mean, the vision I had, I ain't gonna share it yet, but the vision I had was just crazy, and I did it through my DMT breathing techniques, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do that tomorrow to release the proper amount of carbon and DMT by the third eye, but you can really open up the third eye. I mean, these dragonflies is having an orgy out here, y'all. It's crazy. It seems like every time I come outside, it's like I'm telling you, I'm the Dr. Doolittle. You know, animals come up to me, and all types of insects come up to me. I start seeing creatures I ain't never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear the language of the birds, the language of all the animals. I'm like, y'all key in tune. I'm in tune with the frequency, in tune with nature. All praises. What are your thoughts on shrooms? You don't need no shrooms, Goddess, Jazzy, you don't need shrooms. The DMT is produced by the pineal gland. All you got to do is balance yourself and electrify yourself and alkaline your body, and you'll be able to and breathe the right way and get that oxygen to the brain cells, especially the reptilian brain and the mammal brain and the frontal lobe cortex. If you can get oxygen there, the 12 cranium nerves are what they call the 12 disciples of the brain. If you can activate them properly, that's all the DMT you need. Hold on, let me blow my nose, y'all. I ain't want y'all to see that. That was a snotty situation. But if you can activate these things, that's all you need. We have to understand, when you smoke weed, the weed is not doing nothing to your body. Your body is doing something to the cannabis that you smoked. So your body start changing. You see what I'm saying? The THC is already within inside of you. The DMT is already within inside of you. When you drink alcohol, that intoxicated feel that you feel, that is your body responding to the alcohol. That is not the alcohol responding to your body. You are God. You respond to everything in all elements. You see that same thing when you get angry. When you get angry, that is you responding to something that's outside of your biosphere. You see that? When you get horny and you want to make love and have sex, that's you responding to something else that's outside of you. You're being influenced by a lot of different dark, low thought form frequencies and high vibrational frequencies, whether we want to call them angels or angles of light, or call them demons or demonic Gamoris or diabolical, dubious, whatever you want to call these different entities. You know, we have to realize that the invisible actually is visible, and that the visible is actually invisible. All these things that you see with your eyes is moving in motions. These things really don't exist, y'all. We're living in a matrix. This is a holographic universe. These things look so solid and solidified to you because it is vibrating at such a high frequency, and the more beat per rhythm a minute or a second that it does, it vibrates himself into existence. The same thing that the sun is doing to us. The sun is literally speaking us into existence, y'all, at a certain high frequency, at such a megahertz that it's beating so fast and it's making that that is vibrating so fast that things that you can't really see start to appear and exist. The sun is beating you into existence by carbon and sulfur, and that's why you are a carbon copy being. That's why they say that the mark of the beast, or the number of man, is 666. 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons. That makes up your beastly nature, or your carbon copy constituent body. That's what makes up your vehicle, 666. Then that's what makes up carbon, or what you would call melanin. But we are not this. We are awareness. We are consciousness that's projecting and driving these carbon beast systems or beings that we call the biosphere. This is a vehicle, y'all. This is an alien spaceship. This is the black man and black woman is the true UFO. We are the true identified spaceships or craft. We are the true identified spaceships and craft, because they have not figured out our carbon yet. You know, the carbon is what makes up the darkness in the sky. Carbon is what makes up black hole, gray matter, black matter. And they're still studying these things because they don't understand it, because it's so magical. So we the ones that have been identified. Our bodies haven't been identified. Our bodies is the UFO. We are the true UFOs, y'all. Straight up, we are the true UFOs, because, you know, our melanin carbon haven't been identified yet. They can't even weigh it or measure it for real, because it's so radioactive. 1 minute it exists, and then the shit will unexist and appear somewhere else. If y'all ever seen photosynthesis and how light cold frequencies work, you know, and this is scientifically proven in the quantum world. Only time we exist is if you observe us. The moment that you cease to observe us, we cease to exist. We go back to the ether world. Then the moment that you put your thoughts and projections back on us, we come into existence again. And that shows you how powerful carbon truly is. So we are the unidentified aircraft, y'all. And these are what you call the spacesuits, or the biological spacesuits that we call black human being bodies. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what make us up. They still trying to understand it. Hell, we still trying to understand it. You know, I got a lot of the information from my DNA just sitting, downloading, getting the high code frequencies by reaching deep within. But I still don't know everything. I don't think I will never know everything. I don't want to never know everything, because that means that my time here is done, and I'm not done being on earth yet. I still have a lot of things to experience. So I don't want to be complete, because the moment you complete, you graduate, and then you got to go to a different university. I'm not ready to go to a different university. I'm just now starting to make meals. I'm just now starting to buy nice things. I get nice clothes, jewelry, gold, and, you know what I'm saying, connect with my people, owning resources. So I want to play around in creation for a little bit before I leave. I want to play around before I graduate and go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I still got some things I need to accomplish here in this matrix we call the earthly realm. You feel me? Straight up. Straight up, though. But with that being said, though, I'll be live if I don't go skating tonight. If I don't go skating tonight, I'll go live again tonight, and I'm going to holler at y'all, and I'll answer some questions. Other than that, I just wanted to get on here and divinely build with y'all, you know, show y'all balance, you know what I'm saying, show y'all balance, real balance. Hopefully y'all wrote everything down. Y'all make sure y'all take these. I just gave y'all a lot of jewels, but we're going to be talking a lot about this and like this from now on. I've been missing myself talking like this, but, you know, I got wrapped up in religion. And they started saying everything was wicked and all that other stuff, even though I knew it wasn't wicked, just to please other men, which is very, very, very crazy that I was doing that. I stopped speaking like this, and I stopped being me to please other people and other human beings. And I would never, ever, ever do that shit a day in my life again. So, you know what I'm saying? I've been back, but I'm back more than ever. So let's learn, let's grow, and let's love on each other. With that being said, I love y'all indeed and in truth. I love y'all with my life, with my spirit, and with my my soul. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth, peace, love, light, and healing. Peace.